So now we're going to look at the effects of multiplying x squared by a number. Remember, when we're multiplying x squared by a number, it's y equals ax squared. Our parent function, a is 1, that's our parent. When a is bigger than 1, we're making it narrow. When it's less than 1, but greater than 0, we're making it wide. As long as it's positive, the function opens up. When it's negative, the function opens down. So which graphs are wider than the parent function? For it to be wide, a is going to be less than 1, but greater than 0. So somewhere in that range. 2 is bigger than 1, 1/2 is less than 1, 1/5 is less than 1, -5 is not in that range. So the one that is wider, there's actually two of them, graph B and graph C, are both wider. Narrower than the parent function is when we're talking about the absolute value, and this one we're talking about the absolute value as well. So for it to be narrow, the absolute value of a is going to be bigger than 1. Absolute value of 2 is 2. Absolute value of -5 is 5. Those two, graph A and D, would both be narrower than the parent function. Now, the most narrow is how far away from 1 are we talking? And we are always looking at the absolute value for a here. 2 and 5 are the numbers I'm comparing. 5, absolute value of -5 is 5, is going to be your highest, largest number. So D would be the most narrow. The widest would be closest to 0. 1/2 is 0.5. 1/5 is 0.2. That's getting closer to 0, so that's going to be the widest. And only one of these opens down. The only one that opens down is our -5, or graph D.